Planning a cruise is a dream, but packing for one, that can quickly turn into a nightmare if you aren't prepared. So today, we're getting ready for our upcoming voyage on the brand new Celebrity Xcel, and we're sharing our packing tips. I'll share 3 principles we follow to pack without losing our minds, as well as a list of what we are packing. Plus, you will want to like and subscribe as we'll be filming and sharing our entire experience on the Xcel, and you don't want to miss that ship tour. First up, let's talk about our 3 principles of packing. Before we grab a single shirt, we follow these 3 golden rules. First, pack light. Most staterooms are, well, let's be honest, efficient, but they're not huge. And a cluttered cabin can make for a cramped vacation. Plus, you might have to walk significant distances with your bag, so we only pack what we can carry. We stick with a strict limit. 1 suitcase for each of us, our scuba gear, since we love to go diving, and a small carry-on satchel for electronics, documents, and must-have items like our prescription meds. This carry-on stays with us just in case the checked bags are delayed or lost. Second principle, make a list and check it twice. Don't start packing the night before. That's just disaster there, folks. If you haven't cruised before, I would suggest starting a list at least a couple months before your embarkation date. And every couple of weeks, review it to revise or add things. This can be a paper list or a list created on your phone with a note-taking app. We use Google Keep with the check boxes activated. It's easy to edit and lets us check off items as we go. It's also easy to add items when we think of them, and we can use it over and over for future trips. When we are a week away from leaving on our cruise like we are now, we open up the list to make any last-minute adjustments and check to see if we need to pick up anything before we leave. A pro tip on this: there are a lot of online packing lists that you can use, but if you use one of these, customize it. For us, that means adding our cigars and cutters and lighters. Or, since I always wear contacts, I make sure that I have extra contact lenses, and cleaner is on the list. This is your list, so it should look a lot like your life. Number 3, consider your ship and destination. Celebrity is different from Virgin voyages. For example, Virgin, unlike Celebrity, does not sell bottled water on board, but they provide daily water in your cabin, and there are bottle filling stations throughout the ship. So on Virgin, a personal water bottle is a must, but not really necessary on Celebrity. If you're taking a summer med cruise or sailing the Caribbean, you would want to prioritize swimwear and sunscreen. But if you're on an Alaska adventure, you'll likely want to pack binoculars and a journal. Your packing list should reflect your destination, and check your cruise line's online itinerary and calendars. Do you have a formal night? Does the cruise have a theme or a special themed party? You want to be ready for it. Make sure you're including these items that will enhance your experience while you are on board. For us, on the Celebrity Xcel, we're looking at that modern luxury vibe. So while we won't be packing a suit or a sport coat, we will have some smart casual wear for dinner. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. These are the items that can make or break your trip. First up, toiletries. Celebrity, like most ships, will provide soaps, shampoos, and conditioners, but it is unlikely that what is provided is your favorite brand, so you may want to pack your own. This is particularly true if you have sensitivity or allergy concerns. You don't want to be stuck several days without anything you can use. Also, cruise lines typically don't provide, as a part of the fare, things like, well, toothpaste or shaving cream or sunscreen. You can buy these things on the ship, but the shops are not open while they're in or near a port, and be prepared for convenience pricing. It's expensive. And back to the point of pack light, purchase travel sizes or travel bottles that you can fill with your favorite product. It reduces the space and clutter in your room, as well as making airport security a breeze. Let's talk about medications. Pack your over-the-counter basics, things like Tylenol, allergy meds, antacids, and definitely motion sickness remedies. While the ship has a medical center, buying a pack of aspirin on board is way pricier than bringing it from home. Remember, again, it's convenience pricing. And prescriptions. These are very difficult, if not impossible, to refill at sea. Make sure all of your prescriptions are on this list and double check your supply before you leave. Let's talk about clothes and our sock incident. It sounds obvious, but we used the plan to list wardrobe items. We actually forgot socks once. I know, but now they are on the top of that clothing list. And when you're preparing your list of clothes, think about where you're going to and where you're returning to. If you're flying back home to a cold climate from a tropical cruise, don't forget a jacket for the airport. Next up, Lanyard. On Celebrity, much like Royal Caribbean, your cruise card is your life. It's your wallet, your room, your key, and your ID to get off and on the ship back in the ports. Some cruise lines have gone away from these, like Virgin Voyages with their bracelets and Princess Cruise Line's medallion. But many still use the traditional cruise card, and you really need to keep the cruise card accessible, and a lanyard is a convenient way to keep track of it. The ship will provide you with a basic one, but bringing your own ensures, first of all, it's comfortable and easy to spot, and second, we have fun. Rainbow-colored lanyards, because finding the special one that fits your vibe and personality will add a little extra spice to your overall experience. Let's talk about power and technology. We live in an electronic age. We have phones, tablets, laptops, cameras. Now it is vacation, so please try to limit these devices so you can unplug. But any electronics you may want or need should be on the list. And don't forget chargers. That laptop that you're bringing along just to check work emails is worthless if you don't have the charging cable and the battery goes dead. Also, when packing, keep in mind that the cruise ship outlets are limited. One cruise we had only 3 American type outlets. One at the desk, one in the bathroom, and only one next to the bed. There was also a European outlet at the desk, but we did not have an adapter for it. We were constantly switching out devices needing change. The solution here is to pack a multi-plug adapter so that you have more available outlets. And if you can pick up a European to American adapter, it will give you an extra outlet there. Crucial warning on this: do not pack a surge protector. They are not compatible with the cruise ship's unique electrical system, so they can be fire hazards, and security could confiscate them. Pack an adapter without a surge protector. Let's talk cash. Even in this modern day, cash is king. And you'll likely need cash when you're in port. The taxis will not be able to take any kind of card. Additionally, there are business and vendors that still can't take debit or credit cards. And even if they do, you can be charged significant international bank and exchange charges. Having cash with you will help avoid these issues. Also, you want cash to tip excursion guides, and even if you have prepaid your cruise gratuities, it's a pretty class act to have some cash for your cabin steward who works so hard to keep your room perfect. Passports. I can't stress this enough. Get a passport. Yes, there are some closed-loop cruises sailing from domestic ports that let you use a birth certificate and picture ID. But if you have an emergency in a foreign port and need to fly home, you are stuck without a passport. It's worth the peace of mind, and frankly, it's kind of cool. Physical ticket backups. We love the boarding passes on our phones, but data can be spotty at the pier. Print your boarding passes and store them in your carry-on so if you have no data or connection on your phone or your phone malfunctions, you still have your tickets. Also, don't forget to print your luggage tags and attach them to any bags you'll be checking. Celebrity electronically provides the luggage tags. Once you finish packing, be sure to print and attach those tags before heading to the port, so they actually your bags will actually make it to your cabin. Now let's get to our personal pro kit. These are the extra items that stay on our packing list permanently. First, magnetic hooks. The ship's walls are steel. We use these magnetic hooks to hang up hats, sunglasses, lanyards. It makes them easier to find and gets these items off the counter and end tables to help them keep those items clear and minimize the clutter. Door decor. The doors are also metal, so we utilize these fun little printed pictures on magnet. And we also have a dry erase board. This is so that we can leave each other messages, or if we meet new friends on board, they can also leave us messages. And it's also a fun way to decorate your door, particularly if you're having some sort of special event, to help enhance your experience. And fun fact, it also helps finding your room after you've imbibed a few cocktails much easier. Organization. We always pack a bag for our dirty laundry. This could be as simple as a tall kitchen trash bag. It gives you a single point to stuff any dirty laundry, so it is not cluttering your cabin or closet. Also, at the end of your cruise, you can just stuff that bag into the luggage, and it will keep your dirty laundry separated from anything that may still be clean. And finally, our just-in-case items. Buy a compact rain poncho. You don't want a drizzle or any kind of rain to ruin your entire excursion, because now you're just soaked and you're miserable. Also, a physical pen. It's rare you will need to write something, but if you do, you're not scrambling for one. Also, make photocopies of all of your travel documents to be stored in a separate bag from your originals. That way, if you lose or your passport is stolen, you have some way to recover or replace those originals. So that's our packing plan for the upcoming Xcel adventure. Follow us as we share our experience on board.